Hey everyone, I know it's not Monday, but I wanted to do just a quick impromptu video. I've been watching Charles Stanley every day. He's got like 27-minute sermons on YouTube. So if you are not watching him, definitely check him out. I just feel like he's just got so much wisdom and definitely feeds my spirit. So today he just said something that was really profound and definitely something that I feel like is speaking right to me. So dating in 2018 is not cool at all. It really actually sucks. So those of you that are married and thinking that the grass is greener, it's definitely not. So keep that in mind if you have any wandering eyes, because the grass is definitely not green over in this direction. It's just really hard. I mean, having to get to know people, then getting to know people, then it not working out. It's like, that's just so much extra, and that's probably why I got married early, because I did have so many bad relationships starting out. Not saying that you should go out and get married or anything like that. Definitely probably not as early as I did, unless you know that God is telling you that they are the one. But today what he said was really hitting home, because it is really discouraging and it is really hard to try to find the right person. And, now that I'm older, and more mature about, things, and, I'm wanting to have a godly husband, and that is, at the top of my list now. At the top of my list, it's harder and harder to find men like that. And it's sad and, like I said, very, very discouraging. But today he said something that really hit home and really encouraged my spirit, because you do kind of feel like, if you're my age, that you have to, I don't want to say settle, but at the same time, compromise. And there's just some things that I can't compromise at this point, because I feel like everything else that I tried has not worked, and so I really need to go a different route. And like I said, the top of my list is hopefully finding a godly husband. Is probably a bad word to use, prayfully find a good godly husband before I'm old and gray. But anyway, onto what he said. He said that you can't lose anything that is good for you if you obey God. And that really, really, really hit home for me. The context of what he's saying is that, we might be in a rush to have and do and, get and whatever. In my, situation with relationships and dating and things like that, I interpreted it, and for me, in my situation, is that, for me to settle or compromise or, feel like I want to sidestep, what God's plan is for me and, who he has for me, is just such a bad idea. To know that is so important for me to stay in God's will, and it's really, really hard and difficult. And I don't really think I can express that enough. I guess if you've not been in this situation, you're not in the dating world in this day and age, which is just absolutely nuts. We just have such a culture of like trying to have hookup relationships, and like it seems like a lot of the men don't want to get married, and it's like, you're successful, I'm successful, why can't we just do this? For one reason or another, it's just not that freaking simple. And I wish that it was, because I do feel like I want, a partner, and I do feel like, being divorced, I really understand a lot more about what type of partner I need as well. So it's like, just a matter of time, of course, but I do feel like I get impatient. And so this verse, or it's not really a Bible verse or anything, but just something that Charles Stanley said today, really, like I said, was hitting home for me, to know that I need to be patient. I need to wait on God's perfect person for me, because I definitely don't want to keep dating people, and then it not work out and I end up being a cat lady. But Charles Stanley said also in his sermon is that you need to obey God no matter what. And that's something that I've been really, really working on, because like I said, it's hard, and, it gets discouraging, and it makes you feel like you need to go your own way, and you need to kind of sidestep God, and like, well, maybe you just don't know what you're doing, so let me help you out. And that's not working out for me well at all. And I know that's definitely not the type of mindset I need to have. As my channel goes, I mean, I really hope that I can influence younger girls and hopefully for them not to make my same mistakes. And, you know, if you have, then, you know, we're all learning from, you know, what we do. And so I'm hoping that maybe someone can avoid some of these pitfalls that I've had in sharing my story, or, you know, just feeling encouraged that you're not by yourself, because you're not. But it does feel like that, and, you know, social media and different things make life seem a lot different than it really is. And so I just wanted to be encouraging about that today and share that, because I feel like that really touched my heart, and I hope that it can inspire and touch one of you. That is all. Like I said, I just wanted to share that really quick. So I'm actually holding my phone and recording this right now, just because I wanted to get it out there before I forget, because I have so many ideas and then they just go away because of all the other distractions in the day. But I just feel like God placed that on my heart for me to share with everybody. And like I said, again, Charles Stanley said, you can't lose anything that is good for you if you obey God. And it doesn't have to be relationships, but it's anything that it is that you want. And if it's good for you and meant for you, then God's definitely not going to withhold it from you. So I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button before you go.